recording. Well, welcome everybody. This is Kim Evans, Kim Coaching on demand coaching with Kim, and welcome to the Facebook group. And I'm looking at it here actually on Instagram as we're looking at it to SSSW, that's Stiletto Sales and Success and Wealth for the Opulent Entrepreneur Woman. You know, I started and named the group Stilettos. I wanted the image of heels to be in it because my whole goal was to create a group where our feminine energy was alive. And what better imagery of feminine energy than you have from the goddess, the queen, and some stiletto heels. So that's how I came up with stilettos. So welcome to on-demand coaching with Kim. This is something that I'm trying out, and I will have a specific day of when I'm going to be consistent and that I'm going to show up every single week. And you all could give me some feedback on that, on what days that you would like for me to come on. So one day a week, I'm going to have on-demand coaching with Kim, which you can come on and you can ask your questions. We're going to kind of like, I want to kind of use Zoom to do it. So like if you wanted to come on live with me, you can. Or I'll test it next time with just use the interface of Facebook. The reason why I didn't want to just do it specifically coming into Facebook is because when you actually use the interface of Facebook, it doesn't record it for you. It doesn't become your property. When you are creating content, ladies, one thing you need to do is know who is the owner of the content or the property that you are creating. And when you do these live streams like this, Facebook is the owner of that. So if you want to repurpose it, if you don't know how to download it on a desktop and you're just using your phone, you will not be able to download that material. The material, number one, does not become yours. Number two, you won't be able to repurpose it. And this is why I'm trying to master the Zoom interface. And you can also use StreamYard. You can use a couple of other ones. This is why I keep trying to play with the Zoom, because when you're going through Zoom, you can record it. Then it becomes your property. Then you can repurpose it. So you can repurpose this into, I could repurpose this into my Kim Gems. I could repurpose this into my podcast. I could create a podcast show out of this. I could repurpose this into a small training. I could repurpose this into a blog post. I could repurpose this and I could put it into a reel on Instagram. So I could take this snippet right here and I could upload it into Vimeo. And from Vimeo, I could go into like just maybe 60 seconds of what this piece is going to be, or I could do my introduction. I could take that snippet and then boom, I could put it into a reel. I could take a picture of this and then I can back clip it and I can upshoot it into Canva. And then I can weed out the background that you could think that I'm probably somewhere in Turks and Caicos. So it's amazing. I want you to be thinking, when you're thinking about creating content, you need to be the owner of content. There's two places that store videos, Wisteria and Zoom. No, Wisteria and Vimeo. Wisteria and Vimeo, those are the only two places that store content. And even if you're using Kajabi, or even if you're using, say, Teachable, even if you're using Infusion software, and those are the big dogs, even if you're using those, they also license to platform, actually to save their videos on Wisteria. Now, how I came across that is years ago when we did this thing called Periscope. Those who used to be on Periscope. So Periscope, well, I would be on Periscope. Again, I was testing my stuff. I was testing me being in front of the camera. I'm like, ain't nobody know me, but I grew a large following, believe it or not, y'all, on Periscope. But I use it as a testing ground. I use it as a testing ground, and then I use it as community to be able to be in the front of the big dogs and be like, okay, what y'all going? And I was, developing it, and I was accumulating information. It's like four big names came out of Periscope of the people that I still follow. But anyway, long story short, Wisteria, it was one of the sources that came up. It's like, hey, you could store your videos on that. You don't even need, it's better than YouTube. So I'm guys giving you some tips right now. Y'all better drop these gems that I'm telling you. And so you could use the Wisteria. I believe there's a free version and a paid version, which will lock all your videos. You're going to upload your videos there. This is part of Kim on-demand coaching. You can part of your videos there. So every time you're doing a video, every time you're doing content, that's where you're going to park it. And so then when you need to, you can lock it to where it's private. Then when you need to extrapolate the information, you take that information or your VA, use it and repurpose that information. And then that's how you get these emails that you get from certain people, which look so perfect. You don't see a like at the top. You don't see a share button at the top. You don't see anything at the top. It just looks so perfect because they're storing it someplace else. And look, when you do the YouTube thing, everybody and their mom and cousins and everyone come up on the right side. So ask yourself, do you want to just be in a sea by yourself or a sea of fish where it's everyone? So anyway, I'll do more training on that. That's long story short. I was just trying to share with you the reason why I keep testing it and using the interface of the Zoom instead of just doing Facebook Live is because I'm trying to record it. So then therefore I become the owner of the content and not Facebook. So this is why, and I'm going to continue doing this until I master it and get it right. So this is why I'm using the interface of the Zoom. Okay. So moving on, someone had asked me how to start a podcast show. So that's not really a coaching question, but I do have a course on it on how to create your podcast show. And then I sent the person that information on how they can go in and they can purchase the course, or you can just schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and then I can help you even more directly and collapse time to get you on the path of how to create your podcast show. But that's not really a coaching question. If you actually are a podcaster and you've been podcasting and you wanted to share some of your experiences, maybe somewhere where you were stuck in a particular area, and you wanted to ask that, now that is a coaching question. So this here is on-demand coaching with Kim. I want to make the segment 30 minutes in and out. So when people come, you'll know exactly what we're doing, what the questions are. And again, if no one has a question, you can email your question and I can answer it here. And then thirdly, I'll always come with a topic. Okay, so let's get to it. So I answered that first question that someone has. And I'm looking on here to see if anybody has any questions, because I could see it here on my phone. So hopefully everything is still going real good. Great. I'm so excited because I showed up. I'm so excited because the universe, I'm like, universe, I want to expand my group coaching on my stilettos and success. And it's like, okay, well, show up. Okay, great. Well, show me how to do it. Okay, well, just show up. So I'm so excited that I showed up. I had a long day at Too Gorgeous today, and I said I was going to be on here at 6 o'clock, and I showed up. Okay, so I'm excited. Two things I want to leave you with before we close out. One is habits. How are you lady bosses doing so far on this January? We are now halfway, above halfway of January the 18th. Are you continuously staying on target on those goals, those habits, those desires that you said that you were going to start out with in January? Okay. So we're going to keep this under 30 minutes. I got my timer on. I got to fix my light over here. Sorry about that. So here is a way that you can do that. And let's talk about habits. Sometimes the best way to change your behavior is to change the habit. So let's talk about these 12 habits. And these 12 habits is really very effective. I'm just going to give you an example of what if you reframe your thinking and say, okay, I want to think about these habits. And then you worked on one habit a month. So you take your bigger extraordinary goal of what you're having. My one extraordinary goal, in addition to building a group past 2,500 women in 2023, my extraordinary goal is to buy a home, to buy another home. I've been a homeowner in the past, so it's time to get back into the real estate market. I'm gonna give myself 12 months to do that. So I've already spoke it out. So that's my extraordinary goal for the year. And then secondly, to have another enriched vacation, which I was able to bless myself with last year, but more importantly, to be able to help 100 women personally, one-on-one, 100 women this year, and to build this group to 25K. So I have my home, that's my extraordinary goal. And then I have my secondary goal of what I want to do. And so then I backtrack and I break it into small pieces. What do I need to do daily to get to that goal? What do I need to do weekly to get to that goal? What I need to do monthly to get to that goal? Now that's a personal goal. And then I have my business goal, and I have my bigger extraordinary goal for the business. I have a personal, and then I have the business. But bottom line, when you have the funnel, the thing is, who do you need to become in order to obtain the goals that you set forth? So behind it, and let's pull back the veil, is who do you need to become to obtain your goals? So let's talk about habits. So what I'm going to share with you in these 5 minutes that I have with you is having categories of habits. If you could work on one habit a month, and then you can think about the results that you would get from working on that one, just shifting the way you think about it, what results would you get from working on one habit a month? You decide what your 12 habits are going to be. So let me give you an example. So categories of habits would be money habits. So for the next 30 days, no spending. Money habits, for the next 30 days, you're going to save X amount of dollars and you're going to put aside every week. Money habits. So for the next 30 days, you're going to look at your money every day. I remember I had went to this tech gathering. One of my girlfriends used to be one of the head executive tech executives for Twitter in San Francisco. And so they had an event, a tech event out in San Jose. And so I remember as a fireside chat, it was a fireside chat, and I love going to fireside chats. I went to this fireside chat, and the owner of Essence magazine was there. As a matter of fact, I got their book. What is the book? I had the book. Here it is. Whew. This is why I keep books all around me. Sure is. Look at that. Look at that universe. Look at that. Did y'all see that? Yes. So I was at this fireside chat, and when anybody have a book, I buy the book. When Gabrielle Union came over to the Marine Club in San Francisco 4 years ago, she wrote a book called We Gotta Have More Wine. Not only did I talk to her and meet her, she signed my book. It was amazing talk. Anyway, so let me get to us before I get off my point. The man from Essence is Edward Lewis. He was the man behind Essence magazine. So I got the book. And of course, he signed the book for me at the fireside chat. And so I asked him a question. He signed the book for me. He signed the book. It's called The Man from Essence. Edward Lewis created a magazine for Black women. And it was such a beautiful fireside chat. But the question I asked him, I told him, I said, at that time I was a business owner. I think I was only been in business now for 26 years. So probably about 18 years at that time. And I asked him a money question. How did he track his money? How was he able to multiply? I asked him a question about money. And so we're talking about habits. And then I happened to pull that book out. Wow, that's great. So he says, I look at my money every single day. And that stuck with me. Okay, I said, repeat that one more time. He says, I look at my money every single day. Okay, expand that. I look at my money every single day. I open up my checking account every single day. I look at my savings account every single day. I look at my market accounts every single day. I look at my money every day. Just to focus. You don't stay there, but you watch it. And I never forgot that, because sometimes people are afraid of money. You don't want to, you're afraid to see what your balance is. You're afraid, well, see, when it's real big, it's good. But when it starts to dwindle, it's just like, oh, it makes me nervous. And it's like it's a fear that you're running away from. But what it really is a limited belief. And he says, I stare and look at my money every day. I remember Oprah Winfrey said she signs every check. She signs every check. Oprah Winfrey signs every check. If you want to be a lady boss, 6, 7 figures, you must understand how to watch and look at your money, and don't be afraid to look at it. I never forgot that. And then from that day first, sometimes I don't want to see it. I don't like that needle on the other side. And there's plenty of times I like the needle really on the right. And I like to have commas and some digits and some more circles on the right of that too. And I just be speaking to it so it gets bigger and bigger. But what I've come to find, I've come to discover, when I look at the money every day, it's like, boop, duly noted. You have fraudulent charges that goes on every day. You always hear of stories, people that have heard stories. Something can flag in a matter of 24 hours. Don't you want to know what that is? It's one thing to get a text, but when you look at it and like, okay, it was this, boom, 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 this came, boom, 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 this is okay, this is clear, boom, 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 you close it, you get out. But you're watching your money every day. And I thought that was amazing. And if you have stock markets, if you have different kinds of markets, if you have different kinds of a portfolio, and you also have your financial planner that is watching it, maybe you might look at that weekly, but your baseline money, you're looking at that money every single day. You open up your account, you're getting a snapshot, you're looking at that money every single day. So if you want to change your money habit and you want to grow more money, my suggestion would be for the next 30 days that you open up that checking account and you look at your money every day. This is for the lady entrepreneur. If you're married, that's something different. Maybe your partner, your beloved, your significant other, they're handling that. But we're talking about business. We're talking about your business account. Look at your money every single day. So I'm gonna tell you this last tip and I'm gonna get to the second habit. So I had one of my peers, actually, she owns her business too. And she did a Zelle, accidentally did a Zelle, and she thought she was paying a professional, and they happened to tap into her account. And it was so weird, I'm not gonna get all the way into it, but she ended up paying the wrong person. She Zelled over $5,000 to the wrong person to pay for a professional that had did some work. She recognized the work, she recognized that it was the amount, but she paid it to the wrong person. Now, did Zelle give her money back? Zelle did not give her money back. Be careful about Zelle. They tell you already. They tell you before you press that button, know who this sender and the receiver is. Because when it goes to the internet bank and once it goes into cyberspace, you will not get that money back and you cannot challenge. This is why I don't like the Zelle, because you wouldn't get your money back. I wouldn't do Cash App either. Do a wire transfer. That's a little bit more. But anyway, that's my story on that money habit. So that's one habit. And if it's a money habit, then you decide what that money habit is going to be. No spending, no more charging, no more shopping. You're going to be shopping anyway. We just came through Christmas. So that's one habit, money habit. And you decide what within your money that you would like to change. Number two habit is health habit. What in your health that you would like to improve? Okay, for the next 30 days, you're going to work out 4 days a week. Or for the next 30 days, you're going plant-based. For the next 30 days, no sugars, no whites, you're just eliminating it, no drinking, you're going straight vegan or you're going straight vegetarian. Not only that, more healthy eating. So I think when you have a broad objective like that, you need to kind of like break it down into more bite-sized pieces. You want to have the vitality of feeling healthy for the next 30 days. I think that will probably be more applicable. And then you can go from there. Third habit, relationship habit. You could say for the next 30 days, I'm going to think about building and strengthening my relationships. And you could pick one. Personal, is it with business? Is it with your friends? But let's pick business because we're talking business. And say, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to make 50 calls a week, or I'm going to call so many dead clients, or I'm going to make sure I'm going to do 5 networking groups a month, or I'm going to get on here virtually and I'm going to do 5 training calls, or I'm going to produce 5 podcasts. What are those relationship goals so that you can cultivate new relationships within your business? Okay, work habits, that could be another one. For the next 30 days, and each habit is each month, so it's 12 habits in 1 year. So you're going to cultivate it, you're going to improve 12 habits. So the next one could be work habit. And it could be like, okay, as applies to your business, I'm not going to be late. It's like for the next 30 days, I'm going to make sure that I'm on time for every client. I'm on time for every business appointment. Whatever your habit is, whatever that small bite-sized things that you want to work, just work on one thing and do it every single day. Let's talk about environmental habits or home or office. Environmental. I was working with one of my coaches and it was really interesting. And we had noticed, I did these perpetual, I was like, oh my, the deep breathing and why I wasn't breathing really well. And some other things that was going on that was kind of affecting my health. And what we came to discover, and we working with one of my coaches, I have 3 coaches. What we came to discover is like, Kim, you have too many petrochemicals in your house. I want you to get rid of this, and this, and you need to only keep one chemical. Because what I see in your psych, what I see in the spectrum, because we did a lot of virtual coaching, He says you've been attacked by a pectochemical imbalance, and the pectochemicals is what's causing this to be affected in your body. And I was getting body pain. He says the correlation of the body pain is due to the pectochemicals. It results that you was using all these chemicals in your house. You're breathing all these chemicals. You're cleaning your bathroom, or you're cleaning your kitchen, or you're cleaning the floor. You have all these chemicals, and they accumulate in our bodies. As to why we need to do detox cleansing at least 3 times a year. So anywho, I had experienced that. So I have gone through all my chemicals. I only do green clean. I use 1 or 2, and that's it. Cleaning chemicals. Of course, you always got to have Clorox bleach. And that's it. I've eliminated all of them. And I bought my alkaline water machine. And most of the stuff can be killed through my alkaline water machine. So environmental, you can say, okay, environmentally, how you can make your office more eco-green friendly. When your clients come through the door for the next 30 days, you're taking out all of this and you're eliminating all of this, and you're going to actually put it all, you're switching up. Or if you're working from home, your business is from home, you could say for the next 30 days, how can I make my office eco-friendly, more green? So that's another habit. Oh, let's get into the beauty habits. Beauty habits, that's another habit. How can I improve my beauty? What are 3 things I can do to improve my beauty? So before I go on camera, I can look my absolute best. Oh, I got that one. That one I have. I got you on that one. So beauty habits could be, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to tighten up on my skin regimen because I've been so lazy. And I'm going to take my step 1, 2, 3, my cleanser, my toner, my mask, and my moisturizer. I'm going to nourish my skin with my anti-aging serum. And for the next 30 days, I'm going to be sure that I'm going to use my beauty products in the morning and at night. Some of y'all, you only cleanse your face in the morning. You don't even, half the time, you don't clean your face at night. Half the time, you don't even take your makeup off. Don't you leave your mascara on? I know it because I see it when clients come in and it's like, did you not take your mascara off? So for the next 30 days, how can I improve my beauty? Okay, that's the physical. It could be the inner. What is something that I can do for the next 30 days to improve my inner man, my inner beauty? And that can lead to meditation. Yeah, and prayer. You do a lot of that, it's automatically make you beautiful. All right, we're winding down with time here. The next habit could be style habit. How can I improve my style in the next 30 days? Okay, I got one for you. Go on out and buy you a style magazine called In Style. Clients come to me, it's like, oh God, Kim, I want to improve my style, my image. Okay, great. Go to Nordstrom because you could get it for free, especially if you are a card holder, and you can get a stylist. Let me tell you one podcaster that I know. It's a couple of people because I do it myself and I refer clients there all the time. But this one young lady that I know who is a 7-figure coach, she's amazing. She got it down. So this is what she does. So she has her VA that styles her and has access to her Nordstrom card. And so she went and she booked an appointment with a stylist at Nordstrom. Her measurements, everything. So they already have her measurements. Her style, so I already know her style. Her brand colors, I already know her brand colors. So when she says, okay, I have an event, a 9 to 5 event, a 9 to 5 event, I need a yellow suit, or I need a navy whatever, or I need a suit to go to this event. Or her VA, boom, boom, calls up the assistant at Nordstrom. They already got all the information and says, okay, come look at these 4 things that we put aside for your client. She goes in there, the VA goes in there, she picks it up, she brings it back to the person puts it on and says, I take this, you take these 3 back. Now, how much more simpler would that be? How would that make your life more simpler if you had your own style assistant, if you had your own VA? Okay, so let's strip it back. Say you don't have a VA and you're one that you just don't have it yet. You haven't grown to that level. Great. Then you cultivate a relationship with Black White Market. You cultivate a relationship with Banana Republic. You cultivate a relationship with Nordstrom's. Those are the 3 top dogs. I just gave you 3. Particularly, you should cultivate it with Nordstrom because Nordstrom is just the best. And so you go over there, you meet with a stylist and you have a consultation appointment. They take all of your measurements. They know exactly what you like. They know exactly dresses, they know your whole style, and you build a relationship with the stylist. Now, you have an event that's coming, like I got a cotillion that I got coming up that I'm going to partake in and be as a guest, one of my clients. And so it's like, Okay, all right. I need a ball like of individuals. Like I haven't ever been to a cotillion, so I don't know, but I'm just going to go to support, my client's daughter. Call up Nordstrom's like, look, I need to have this is on this date. And I'm in there a lot. So they have all my measures. Said, Kim, come on in. We got these four things and you can come take a peek. Well, I'm close toward Nordstrom. If they wasn't, then you would have them ship it to you. And so I went in there and I tried it on. It's like I like this, that. It was just so amazing. She had it all set out. And so now I have to figure it out. Now, how much time did that save me? How much stress and strain did that save me? And now I can show up and look my elegant, natural best. And this is how you do it, ladies. This is how you do it. We are business owners. We are busy. I don't have time to be looking for a suit. I don't have time to be looking for something that's going to be in grand style if I am going to events. And I set that in motion because the borders are open. So now we can get together, we can go to conferences, we can go to events, you can go on dates, and you want to look your absolute best. I just gave an example. That could be a habit. It could just be a jean look. You just might want a nice, you want to upscale your sexy jean casual look. Great. Your workday look, great. Your uniforms. I upscaled all my uniforms in my spa. I said, wow, I want to be able to be uniformed. So when my clients come to me, I have more of a medical edge when my clients come. So what I did, I discovered this company called Figs. And so they have taken scrubs and up leveled it 100. They're the Uber designer of scrubs. So you see the medical community now uses Figs. It's so funny, you all. And I'm gonna give you the last habit. And so when I take my break, I make sure that I'm always walking around Whole Foods or where I'm going, or if I have to go to the bank or wherever I am, I'm wearing my uniform, my Too Gorgeous uniform, and I always position and keep business cards in my pocket because every time I'm out in my uniform, someone always says, "What do you do?" Just automatically, what do you do? Are you a medical professional? Because I'm in my up leveled of my Too Gorgeous things. Okay. I'm like, no, I'm a massage therapist and I'm a licensed esthetician. Oh my God, I've been looking for a massage therapist. Can I have your card? Oh, absolutely. So I take my card out and I give them my card. Why is that? Because it's the look. It is pristine. I represent my business Too Gorgeous. I walk down the aisle of the produce market getting my fruit for lunch, and people are like, wow, she's gorgeous. And look at the color of her uniform. It's like, and then I have my name embroidered right here. And it's like, what do you do? Works like a charm every time. So anyway, that could be one of your habits, is a style habit. And then the last habit that I want to share, and then we're going to get up, I want to do a share real quick, is joy habit. And I tell people all the time, my clients come to me for pain. We heal on 4 levels. I say this all the time: mental, emotional, the physical, and the spiritual level. Massage therapists, we heal. And lots of times when you have physical pain, it's a correlation because you do not have enough joy in your life. So for the next 30 days, if you are lacking that, you say to yourself, where can I find more joy? And you say, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to do 2 activities. I'm not talking about the gym. I'm not talking about that. That's a necessity. Okay, all right, okay. For the next 30 days, I'm going to sign up for belly dancing, whatever your jam is. I'm going to sign up for ballroom dancing, or I'm going to sign up for Chicago step. Whatever your jam is, there's something in there. You can do it, you can fit it in. I'm going to make sure that I gift myself the permission to have some joy. And we're not talking about with your kids, we're talking about with you. What are you doing? How are you going to bring joy, more joy into your life in the next 30 days? So can you imagine if you worked on one of these habits every single month for 30 days? Can you see the results that you would have in your life? Can you see how you will feel? Can you see the fulfillment? And then therefore look at the evidence. What is the evidence that's going to be supporting you taking the inspired action? Therefore, then that changes the behavior because you've changed the thought process. So you can change the thought process, and from you changing the way that you think will change the behavior. And when you change the behavior, then you change the outcome that you're getting. So those are the 12 habits: money habits, health habits, relationship habits, work habits, environmental habits, beauty habits, style habits, and joy habits. So that is my coaching for you today. And thank you for your attention. So with that being said, I want to invite all of you, if you have not enrolled into my free virtual course, it is a masterclass. It's called The Unstoppable Business to Profits. And I'm going to be teaching this inside this group. It's going to be this Saturday for 2 hours from 10 until 12. It will have a VIP component. So if you want to get the replay, because I'm not going to be keeping the replay in the group, that you could purchase the replay. So there's a VIP component that also comes with the coaching session with me. So let me screen share this. Hopefully you can see that. So there's the link. There's the link here. And then, let's see, does the link come up? Okay, so here's a link. It's a virtual event for the Renaissance woman who desires more revenue, beauty, and health. It's called the Stiletto Sales Success and Wealth for the Opulent Entrepreneur. It's a virtual training. And so it is free. It's January the 21st, and it's going to be online from 10 until 12. All right, so here's the 3 pillars that I'm going to work with on for the training. We're going to talk about unstoppable luxury mindset, unstoppable leverage offers, unstoppable lifestyle to be fit into fab and free. These are the pillars, but the training is for a business. And these are the pillars. And we talk about mindset, and we're going to talk about how to package your expertise and how to make additional revenue streams. So it's around, how can I take my knowledge? How can I take what I do as a service provider, as a coach, as a consultant, and I can now create more revenue streams that will allow you to work less and make more money, right? And to have more enjoyment in your life. The basis of the course is going to be about that. So here's me. You guys know who I am, and if not, it's a little bit about me. So if you can't attend the webinar, there is a component that you can actually get the replay. So here's some more information about myself. At the end of this, my goal is, so from you to have a clear path of your success for the next 12 months. We're going to have a blueprint of what your next 12 months should look like in your business. I'm going to be revealing a holistic approach to your beauty, your health, and your well-being. We as business owners need a holistic approach. It's an integrated wellness plan of everything. It's not just one piece. What good of it? What good is it? And I say all the time, you have all the money in the world and you have health conditions, chronic health issues, fatigue. You have no joy in your life. Your relationships are unfulfilled. You don't feel good about your body. You don't look good. You don't even feel sexy. And your mojo is out of alignment. So you need a holistic approach to your beauty, your health, and your well-being and your business. And I want to hopefully have everyone will leave with a blueprint. Where are they going? So you know what your next is. And at the end, I'm going to give you an opportunity to work together. So listen, I want everybody to think about, what is your word for the year? My word for the year is elevate. So I thought about it and I broke it down. What does elevate mean to me? Elevate, E, to enhance, L, leverage, E, expansion, V, provision, A, to achieve, T, to thrive, and E, to excel. Because when I do all those things, I know I'm unstoppable. So I created my word for the year. I want you to come up. What is your one word? Not a phase, but what is your one word that you want to use for your business? So that's a little bit more information about that. It's a free. You're going to register right here. Once you go to here, oh yeah, let me mention this because I've had a couple of people that wanted to try to register and they said they couldn't register. Well, okay, let me kindly share with you this. It's a thing called process. When you are dealing with different platforms, they require certain elements. This particular platform I use that I did my professional receipt is through Samcart. And their element is, although it's free, you're going to put in your name and your address and everything, billing information. That's just the way that the card is. We're not sending you anything. That's just the way the form is. And if you want to upgrade to the VIP, you can. But here, you list card information because that's the process. So learn to accept the process. And so it's going to be zero, but you still have to enter your credit card and then you register. And then I get an email that you have registered. And when you get that email, then I send you the link of a reminder of when the course and all the other information that goes along with it. So that's how you deal with that. So please don't be reluctant. You've seen it before where you've gone into other challenges and things like that, or gotten things for free, but they still charge you for shipping, or you've gotten free webinars and they've asked for your credit card information. This one asks for it because I have an upgrade element to it that we're adding in here if you so desire. So if you're getting an error, is because you're reluctant and you're not putting your credit card in it. And I'm sorry, that's just the process. And that's why. So let me stop sharing. So that is that. I would hope to see those ladies who, oh, wait a second. Oh, I could just tell you, those ladies who are interested, and thank you for your 30 minutes. I do appreciate your time for Kim on-demand coaching today. So this is, who is this good for? This is actually, I created this virtual training, my Unstoppable Business to Profits training for entrepreneurial women. This is what the group is about. This is not a hobby. This is for people who are in business, people who are thinking to go into business. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 career and you're doing your business on the side. And eventually this year is the year that you leave your job and you come and you play full time in your business. So it's for established business owners, particularly who have been in business for 2 years, because I'm going to be sharing some advanced stuff in there, which you might get lost, but it's okay. I will come anyway because it's for free. Established businesses have been in business at least 2 years. Coaches, consultants, experts who are professional service providers. So those service providers are my sisters that got brick and mortar businesses, and you know who you are. And it's like, I got this brick and mortar business. I've actually have been utilizing my expertise for X amount of years. And I know there's a way that I can make money from my expertise. How can I do that? How can I increase what I do in the day with my hands as a coach, as a doctor, as a medical professional? How can I take those elements and now how can I create revenue streams from that knowledge that I'm doing? There's a way that you can do it. Everybody should be doing it. And we're going to learn that on the virtual training on Saturday. Thank you very much for your time, lady bosses. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here and end the live. So let's hope I can do this correctly on here. We're going to stop the live stream. So I'm going to stop the live stream on Facebook, but I'm going to continue it here on the virtual. And so thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Okay, I have stopped the live stream. We're learning. I'm so excited. This is Kim Evans. Thank you very much. This is Kim Evans, Coaching on Demand with Kim Evans. I'm inside my private Facebook group, and I'm so excited. And thank you very much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you on my live virtual masterclass this Saturday, Unstoppable Business to Profits. Have a great day. Bye for now.